We are here playing Dragon's Dogma 2, question mark, and we're gonna see how far we can get today. See how much fun it's gonna be. So, last time I broadcasted this, I did nothing.
Then I shall remain by your side.
Like, hardly anything. But this time, me recording this, I have done a lot of not main quest but side quest bullshit of my own fruition. Like, I didn't really do any other quests besides what you saw me do. And then run around and find hide-and-go-seek stuff. Which that was pretty fun. Yeah, we're gonna go down this. So we're gonna start on some simple quests today. Do some dumb shit. That's what's going to happen. Doink.
Would anyone care to push?
Ow! I'm a human ragdoll. Watch me fly. Okay, bye. It's not what I wanted to do, but okay. Excuse me. I just got here. Now you've killed it already, and I just got here. Well. Huh. I haven't figured out how to sword fight these things yet. Doesn't matter, it's not like it's important. She'll do it eventually. The whole time I've been playing this game, where did I get the pickaxe? Hey, this isn't right.
Treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
Wait, where is it? Whoops. You lied to me. It's probably over there somewhere.
I suppose we might as well gather what we can.
Why wake him up? And like I said, instead of doing like the regular gameplay, I went through a lot of not doing hardly anything. So, built up my vocations, all of them. Um, the only one I'm missing is Wayfarer. Yeah, I really did nothing but farm this entire game. I am working on upgrading the weapons, so I haven't like done all the farming. But I know I lose train of thought a lot, so I was like, nah. I won't stream this as much. Because I don't want you guys just watching me stare stupidly into the screen. I'm not going to question the fact that I just survived that. Yes, I am. How did I survive that? It had to have been the 2 times I slid. Yeah, this game is fun, and once you're like, oh, I've beaten the game, you know, there's nothing else to it. Nah, go do some exploring. Like, go find out. Because there's a ton of stuff in here. Obviously, there's mythical creatures that shouldn't be here, but 'tis where they are. Oop. I love how things spawn, but I hate how long it takes for certain things to spawn.
I would gladly be of aid.
I don't need it. What kind of cape is that?
Methinks we've seen enough of this place.
Oh, shut up.
The Arisen's motivations are not ours to question.
Like I said, I've been pretty much everywhere. But I've not done any quests, except for what I had in my own brain. Because typically when I play... Wasn't dead yet, apparently? Typically when I play games like this, I like to explore before I actually play the game.
I will finish this here and now. On my way.
Flawless execution.
Let us try for the same result with our next attack.
Could it be? Have you found the missing grimoire? You're a wonder, sir. I'll see to the right presently. That should do it, eh? What seems to be my humblest thanks, sir. I'd fain reward you for your aid. Oh, I happen to... Still, surely it must...
A result to be proud of.
What does that go to?
Result. Just what I would expect of the Arisen.
We mustn't grow complacent, but steel ourselves for the trials to come.
I wonder what that key goes to. Because I've already been all over this area. I thought. Ancient battleground. That's where I am. We've been there. Well, where the hell does the key go?
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
We ought to
No
put
shit.
it to good use.
I will not. Oh. Well, where in the hell does the key go?
Come to think of it, we might already have what we seek stored away.
No. We don't. If I found it, didn't like it, I sold it. Which was kind of dumb, because now, looking back, there's things that I haven't gotten that I will never be able to get again. Take that, wall.
Hold fast, Arisen! I shan't let you fall! Defend the Arisen.
He stole my lantern.
We can ill afford to grow a little. Our foe is not let out.
That was certainly worthwhile.
What a douche. I forgot they could do that. That's my own fault. If I'm gonna be in tight quarters... Perfect.
I can't imagine we're in need of a campsite just now.
Let us return once we've
Hey,
been
clown.
retired from our labor.
What's up, Schnookums?
Oh. Back. My poop chute's cleaned.
I am so glad you told that to all of my viewers.
I didn't know you were streaming. My apologies.
No, I don't care.
Are you on Dead by Daylight?
No, I'm still on this game. Are we going to Dead by Daylight?
I would like to at some point.
That's racist, bro.
I gotta only do chunks of this game now at a time, because, you know, we're in the end game. So it's
Yeah.
like, it's not as exciting as it once was, you know what I mean? Because the bulk of the game is over, so.
Well, you have... I just had to steal my lantern back from somebody. I don't care if you want
Wait,
to go
what?
to Dead by Daylight. So, one of these assholes stole my lantern. Now, I started streaming when you left, and... where in the hell does this stupid battle key go?
What battle key?
The ancient battlegrounds key.
Oh, I have no idea. Oh, it goes in one of the cells in there. Wait, hold on.
I found part of a cave I've never been in.
We might have some exciting news here in a second.
Return too
Or something.
often.
I may figure some stuff out here.
Does not lead to caution. This is my first time clapping eyes on such an item.
Alright,
expect
let me
my own
read this
master
article real
defense
quick.
There
I'll
is
tell
so
you.
much ore in this place. Holy shite.
We might already have
Yeah,
what
bro,
we
there was
stored.
one cave I went in. I got over encumbered just by the amount of ore, because there was like just a ton of it. And I was like, I had to give it all to Chewy. I was like, yeah, Chewy, you're gonna have to hold it, bud.
I wonder if I gave Chewie any of the stuff in here, like, would it automatically get... I have... No, I have not been in here. Ah!
Oh shit. Alright, so PS5 Pro will emphasize ray tracing as developers told to prepare their games for new hardware. Games taking advantage of PS5 Pro specs will be able to use Trinity Enhanced label. Hold on. Some of the pages like messed up. Alright. A new report from The Verge confirms that not only are the specifications for this rumored mid-gen refresh real, but Sony is reportedly telling developers to prepare and ensure their games are optimized for the more powerful hardware. The Verge's Tom Warren writes that Sony is asking developers to prepare their games to be optimized this summer. The emphasis is on improving ray tracing support in games already available or coming to PS5. The outlet reports that developers who can provide significant enhancements to its games will be able to use the Trinity Enhanced label if they demonstrate they have provided significant enhancements. The Trinity Enhanced label sounds a lot like the label that Microsoft used for games that were optimized for its high-end 9th generation console, the Xbox Series X. Several games available on PS5, including Devil May Cry 5 Special Edition, Star Wars Jedi Survivor, and Spider-Man 2 already support the feature, but the performance varies by game. Elden Ring is one example that Foundry pointed out last year in their ray tracing performance analysis, which revealed that the PS5 version of Elden Ring saw a drop in frames per second (FPS) when the player enabled ray tracing. Well, yeah, ray tracing is a resource hog, so it's not unexpected. High-end PCs struggle with ray tracing, so I mean, to expect consoles to not struggle with ray tracing would be kind of weird. It says last month specifications for the PS5 Pro were leaked first by Moore's Law before Insider Gaming and The Verge verified the legitimacy of these leaks. Internal specs are improved as you'd expect from a mid-gen. The CPU set identical to the one in the base PS5 will include a high CPU frequency mode, providing a 10% increase. The GPU has also been expanded to offer faster rendering and improvements to ray tracing performance. Yet the most interesting tidbit about the Pro model PS5 is that it will include PlayStation Spectral Super Resolution Upscaling, PSSR, a super sampling technology akin to NVIDIA's DLSS or AMD's FSR. This means the system will provide improved performance without requiring additional horsepower. This would be an interesting and useful tool, as tech experts have previously reported that even a Pro might not be powerful enough to run GTA 6, one of the most highly anticipated games releasing next year, at 60 frames per second. Though Sony has yet to announce a release date for the mid-cycle refresh of the PS5, let alone officially reveal the hardware, in February, analysts suggested that Sony is likely to release a PS5 Pro later this year. Yeah, it's all in preparation of GTA 6, and I'm thinking that if basically it's being centered around GTA 6, it is probably going to be able to run it in probably close to 60, like GTA games, because the worlds are huge and they're open world, so it's really hard. Like Horizon Forbidden West, for instance, it's a pretty big game and it's open world, and just regular PS5 runs at 60 frames per second and stuff like that. But there's a lot more going on in Grand Theft Auto than there would be in Horizon, so I don't know what kind of power it would take to run GTA 6 at 60 frames. It's going to be all dependent on what the game looks like as it gets closer to release.
Shall we take a closer look?
Where the hell am I? Hey!
Another dogged adventurer come to take my life. Many have tried. And
Your voice is
I gotta tell
extremely
this to
deep.
you.
I set before you a simple. Should your answers please? If so, take your.
I found the Sphinx.
You said my voice is extremely deep?
No, her voice.
Oh.
I found the Stinky Sphinx. Huh. I mean, it's pretty cool,
Your resolve is commendable.
but the voice is so fucking deep. Hear the riddle of eyes, madness, wisdom, conviction, and rumination.
Our eyes are our allies. Yet, how will your eyes advance and retrieve that which is of greatest value?
Retreat.
Master.
Well, you'll have to wait your turn. Oh, hi. True. That's confusing.
We've got them on the run.
'Tis the mark of a champion to prevail with weapon sheathed.
Am I only allowed to like grab one item at a time, or?
Hold on.
I don't know. Nothing
You're
happened.
soaked. Do try not to catch cold.
Shit. It's close quarters. This ain't gonna work. down here. Oh, hey.
I will protect you.
You've caught the Earth's attention, Master. Try to keep them. Chance to another opportunity.
Bear in mind that the brutes are countless and unwavering resistance.
Such single-mindedness makes our enemy predictable. Not necessarily easier to counter.
Ow.
I had to tell this guy, it's like, yo, like, and see, this is what I mean when I be on this website. Like, there's so many people, like, so, alright, like, here, I'll tell you what the guy said, and then I'll tell you my response to it. So this guy, because reading that whole article, you know what I'm saying? So basically, I guess with the PS5 Pro, will do basically what these people were saying in the comments is like what it should have did from the start. But here's the thing that they don't notice or take no account. And they're just unrealistic with shit. So I'm pretty sure this gen so far, there's no PS5 first-party game. This is first-party being made by their developers that they own, like developers like Naughty Dog, Santa Monica, Sucker Punch, like their own in-house devs. Every game that their in-house devs have released, I'm pretty sure has been 60 frames per second, right?
Right.
They have not had it. They have not had a first-party game released that has been 30 FPS or locked to 30. So obviously, like, and this is where people get confused. And a lot of times I don't think it's they're confused. I think it's they just want to talk shit just to talk shit, to get people riled up, to get certain comments and stuff like that. So like, basically, you know, they point to like third parties and stuff like that, like games like we're playing right now, like Dragon's Dogma, you know, say Dead by Daylight. Now I'm pretty sure Dead by Daylight's like 60, but you know, I'm just using it as an example. So here's the thing: Microsoft, Sony, Nintendo, they can't control what the third-party developers are capable of. They're either capable of being able to program and use the technology in a way to where they're able to do that, or they're not. It's basically as simple as that. But they don't control that shit. You know what I'm saying? They control their own in-house developers. That's the only thing they have full control over. So when other games come out from third parties, they would love them to be 60 FPS. Of course they would. But they don't have any control over that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so this is what this dude says. He says, to qualify for the Trinity Enhanced moniker, he said games need to include ray tracing effects. Games need to target 60 FPS or 120 VRR if currently. Yeah. Games need to target 4K resolution. And then this is what he says. Pretty sure these were the PS5 selling point, no? What a disappointing generation this has been. And that just goes to what I just explained. Point me to any game that hasn't targeted that, hit that, or isn't 60 FPS that is a PlayStation first-party game. You can't, because there isn't any. They're all fucking 60 FPS. Trust me. Like, I look this, like, I'm up to date on, like, a lot of this shit. There's only one company thus far this generation that promised to have the most powerful console in existence, that promised to have 60 frames per second as the standard with no compromises, and that's been Microsoft with Xbox. Yet they're about to release yet another game in May, Hellblade 2, Senua's Sacrifice. It's about to be 30 FPS. Starfield was 30 FPS, their last major first-party release. So there's only one company shitting the bed when it comes to the first-party releases not being 60 FPS, and it's Microsoft. Like, so this is what I told them. And this is what I mean, bro. There be some of these people are like, they're either dumber than doornails on here, or they like I said, they just like to talk shit. Like, this is what I said. I said their first-party games are 60 FPS, unless you can find one that isn't. They cannot get the technical prowess or ability of third-party developers that aren't outputting first-party games that are 30 FPS like Microsoft is doing with numerous games. They also say target. MS claimed at the gen start that 60 FPS would be the standard with no compromises until they compromised. Like, it's like, bro, like, that's what frustrates me about, like, everybody having a voice on the internet, because I'm cool with everybody having a voice, but it's like, what ends up happening is a lot of people get sucked in to listening to these opinions that are dead ass wrong, pass off as truth, and other morons get behind them, and they back them up on it, And it's like, bro, you realize you're back in bullshit, and like they're not smart enough to realize it. So that like half they speak in general are just fucking complete buffoons. Like,
So if you fail
like,
one
bro,
of the, if you fail one of the Sphinx's thing, it saves and you can't
so
do it
failed
again.
one?
I just did it just to see what it would do. But going there was completely
But
useless.
I think that's a lot of the social media platforms in general. Like, I think what ends up happening is people listen to something that sounds good. They have no clue whether it's true or not, because the person that posted this shit, they never fact check anything they say. They just start spouting, just, you know, that they're either thinking. It could be right, it could be wrong. It's not always wrong. You know what I'm saying? It's probably 50-50. You know, half the time it's right, half the time it's wrong. But like I said, the problem then comes with, if you don't know if it's right or wrong, then people get behind it, and then you're boosting something, and if it is wrong, you're spreading misinformation. Then it confuses people even more, and then they start jumping on bandwagon and hate trains and stuff like that off things that don't deserve it, because the information you're going off is not correct in the first place.
I wonder if this person's gonna have what I need.
Most of the time I don't respond, and I just laugh at these people that post shit like that. But when they start just posting blatant stuff that is not true in any way, shape, or form, like, yeah, I'll be having to say something. And they're going to talk shit, like, and a lot of times what ends up happening is they reply, not even responding to what I said. They're just like, you're this, or you're mad, or you're in your feelings, or something like that. It's like, no, not really. I'm just trying to correct somebody that's factually incorrect. You seem to be a moron, and you're just trying to do what I explained, like, on the comments. You're just trying to get people that don't think for themselves either, look nothing up, and just spout nonsense all the time, and you just want them to agree with you. Like, nah, bro, I don't roll like that. But yeah, I'm gonna switch over to Dead by Daylight.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna do the same. I feel like I've pretty much become stagnant on this game. Like I said, this is one of the reasons why I don't stream this game, is because
Investment made for safer travels can hardly be called extravagant.
I do stuff.
You would want
in
to do
tests.
like, if you stream it, you would want to do like a fresh playthrough. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I normally when I do this kind of stuff, I do tests, and then when those test runs or dry runs, whatever you want to call them, I fail it. I go back to the place I was before. So now everybody that's watching is going to end up watching me go through what I just spent 20 minutes, you know, going through or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, you know,
And bro, people like that too. Like, people like stuff to where, like, you know, there's probably a lot of people out there wondering, like, oh, hey, what happens if you fail one of these Sphinx things? Because you just showed them. You know what I mean? So ideally, you don't want to fail them.
Yeah, I ideally don't fail it, because then you've got to, the best way to do that, like, I'm going to say a lot of times, if I do a playthrough of this, a complete playthrough of this, is going to be, before you try it,
Saving it in.
Save it in.
Yo, here's the thing, though. Like, their save system is so sketchy. So basically, I don't know if you've loaded from an in save yet, but so say you save at an in, or say you save say you're just in the middle of the world, you know, you're just somewhere random in the world, hit save, go to menu, then the next time you load up, you save from an in, like, right away when you get to the next town. When you go to load from in save, that load from in save is going to make the previous save inaccessible. So meaning that save that you had prior to that, where you just saved randomly in the middle of the world, that shit's gone. Like, your in save fully takes over from that. Okay.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't like that. I think if they're two separate ways to save, it should be two separate files, and you should be able to pull from both of them.
See, Dragon's Dogma is kind of one of them things that's like, okay, you got one life as an adventurer. Don't fuck up. Like, them adding the
I
store.
realize that kind of stuff.
Ah, shit, a dragon just
like,
landed.
dude,
I'm not interested.
Dude, I realize that kind of stuff, but it's like, there's a couple things with this game that they did, like, asinine, and it's like, it makes me think a lot of times, like, bro, like, how do developers, when they make games, they always take steps back, they omit basic features, like, stuff like that, and then they don't understand why they catch backlash and shit like that. Like, bro, when this game first launched, Dragon's Dogma, you could not have another save file. Like, you could not start a new character. Like, the character that you originally started, it did like you could still do the rest town save, like all that shit, like in the towns. But as far as like creating a new character on a separate file, bro, you couldn't do that. That came in a patch like almost a month later. Like, bro, that's something basic that should be in the fucking game at launch. You see what I'm saying? They caught a lot of backlash for that. They caught a lot of backlash for oh, that's the reason they were catching backlash for it. They had that as a microtransaction where you had to buy that to be able to do that when the game first launched.
Oh yeah.
I'm not even bullshitting you. Like, dude, that's something that should be in the game free of charge. Like, you're trying to charge me for an additional save file. Like, you got to be out of your fucking mind to think I'm going to pay for something like that. Like, and if you keep trying to do that sneaky ass bullshit when you release games, guess what'll happen? I'll stop supporting your fucking company in general. I don't give a fuck what game you release. I will never buy them. So you will lose sales, like, overall. Because guess what? I will not nearly be the only person that does that. That's what I'm saying. Like, I understand that games. See, like, we haven't really talked about this much, but gaming's in a really weird spot right now. So basically, what I have fucked up a lot more than what people realized, especially when it came to gaming. I mean, it did with pretty much every industry. Like, it jacked up all the prices for everything. I'm talking food, housing, every fucking thing. Well, guess what? When the pandemic ended, do you think the prices of the shit went back down? No, they didn't. Did people all of a sudden get more money? No, they don't. So what ended up happening is they raised everything because the government was helping everybody out, and everybody was pretty much getting really good money from the government, you know, while we were dealing with the pandemic, because this wasn't anything that any of us had seen in our lifetime. Well, the problem with that is all businesses, because, you know, well, yeah, they took full advantage of that, and they raised prices to everything. And like I said, once shit goes up, it doesn't go back down. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'll give you a perfect example. You know those grab bags of chips that you get, like, at the store, where they're not full bags, they're kind of like not like the miniature bags, but they're like, you know, like a medium-sized bag of like Doritos or something like that. Pre-pandemic, them shits were already starting to raise in price. They were $1.49. I just bought 2 bags of Doritos the other day, same exact packages. Them shits are $2.50 now. They went up almost, well, they did go up over 50%. 50% of their price would have been 75 cents. They went up a just over the pandemic. Yeah, it's the kind of shit that I'm talking about. So, like, with games, the same thing happened, but only it was like a double whammy for the games, because everybody was working at home. Places still wanted to hit their release dates. You know, a lot of them got delayed. You know, the majority of games got delayed, like, during the pandemic. But what ended up happening is everybody was forced to work from home. They started hiring a lot more staff than what they actually needed once the pandemic would end, because, you know, no one has the foresight to think, you know, 5 minutes ahead, let alone 2-3 years in ahead, to think like, oh, well, hey, guess what? All these people are eventually going to have to retrim that fat. Well, guess what? Now they are retrimming that fat. This year has already seen like 10,000 plus like fucking layoffs in the gaming industry, and I'm talking from every major company: Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo, like all the major third parties. There's all kind of studios closing and shit like that. You know why? Because the CEOs, they want to make a profit. The only problem is they all have extra workers. So guess what? The workers got to go bye-bye. And then guess what? The CEOs still aren't happy with how much profit that they get, even though they're greedy bastards and they're making millions upon millions of dollars a year. The shit still is. So, like, I don't know if it's on like the verge of a crash. And another thing that happened is like the game budgets during that time ballooned. Like, bro, for Spider-Man 2 alone, including their marketing budget, dude, it was like, it went over by like 40 million. Like, they had like, I think it was like 260 or something like that. Bro, their budget was like $320 million. $320 million to make one game. Their break-even sales-wise was 7.5 million sales that they had to sell to break even. Like, that's nuts. Think of what happens when the game doesn't sell 7.5 million copies. Studio could go bankrupt off one game. Yeah. So it's like, yeah, gaming's in a weird spot right now. Like, I don't know what's going to happen. That's why we have all these things, like when companies, you know, they're trying to push games faster out the door, a lot of them aren't ready, you know, stuff like that. That's why there's versions of games that come out that are $130. They, you know, that's why there's so many microtransactions, shit like that. It's like, bro, now granted, the one thing I will say in their defense is game prices have never rose with inflation. A Nintendo game that you bought in 1990, $50, bro. That same game today would cost anywhere between $90 and $120. So in comparison, a $70 game doesn't seem so bad, right? Because it's still $20 cheaper than what it would have rose with inflation just from a Nintendo game from 1990. So like it's not that bad when you think of it, but trust me, they don't think like we do, and they want as much money as possible. And they're not trying to hear like, oh well, we only made $100 million on this game. We expected to make $500 million. If they expected to make $500 million, but they only make $100 million, guess what? That is considered a failure to them. People have an awkward way of looking at shit. If I made $100 million profit off anything, even though my goal was $500 million, I'm still happy as a fucking, you know what I mean? Happy as a pig and shit. Not these motherfuckers. Fucking greedy bastards. My fault. My rant's over. I know a lot of times you don't want to listen to it, and I do apologize.
Well, I ended up walking in, and one of the guys that was talking while you were talking, and I'm just trying to read and keep up with him and listen to you at the same time. And I heard what you said. I realized I wasn't paying attention to what he said.
Oh shit, I'm sorry.
So I have no idea what the hell just happened. I don't have a clue.
Are you going to DVD or?
Well, I'm where am I?
Clown.
Why am I here? Yeah, I give up.
Clown. You will save the game and go to DVD.
Listen here, Meow. I'm doing it not because you said so, but because it took me the way I didn't want to fucking go. The game literally took me somewhere I didn't want to go.
Yo.
What's that?
You know why it does that?
Because I'm not making progress?
Because it loves you.
Because it loves me.
No, it's because it loves you.
It loves to piss me off. That's what it does.
That's exactly right.
And now I have to walk this bitch to his house. I don't want to do that. Yeah, that is one thing I hate about Dragon's Dogma. So that is one thing I wish they would not have incorporated into this fucking game. If I want to do a quest, I will walk up. Somebody should have an icon above their head or something and be like, oh, hey, this guy's got a quest. And then I walk up to them.
Where you have no idea who has a quest or who doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want you to run up to me out of nowhere and be like, yo, I need you to do this for me, and we're doing it right now, whether you want to or not. Fuck your needs, fuck your wants. We're doing this.
Yeah, they do, and they do it at the most inopportune times. Like, bro, you know how many times that happened when I was already on a quest? I was like trying to like finish a quest or finish escorting somebody somewhere, and somebody just stopped me and just interrupted me and be like, hey, I need you to do this for me, and I'm just like, yeah, I will do it, but can I please finish my quest first?
It's like this dragon is asleep, and now I have to walk past it again. My pawns are gonna wake it up. I just ran past it.
Kill it.
I don't want to kill it. I want to just run to where I want to be.
You're gonna regret not killing it later because you need those worms' life crystals.
I've got like 20 of the damn things right now.
Clown, you only have 20. To upgrade helmets and the pants, it's 5 each to the last rank. To upgrade the chest piece, it's 10. To upgrade weapons, 10. To buy fairy stones, it's 3 a pop. To buy an unmaking arrow, it's like 8 or something, or I think it's like 10 or something like that. You can buy wake stones there, like stuff like that. Dog, the shit's not cheap. The cheapest shit's the fairy stone is 3 per pop. So to get 3 fairy stones, you have to spend 9. That's half of what you have.
Well, I'm not worried about the fairy stones. I'm gonna upgrade Cassandra's armor.
I'm just using that as an example. Like,
I just want to.
I'm trying to tell
what
I'm trying to explain to you right now is, if you were to go there with just the souls that you have right now, you will not be able to upgrade her armor and weapon like at the same time. You'll be able to upgrade one or the other, and then you'll have to go kill a dragon and come back and upgrade the other one. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like,
the cool part about it is
when you see a drake to kill it.
The cool part about it is her armor is a pants and is a lower and upper at the same time.
Yeah, so it's probably going to cost even more. I've never went to that guy with one of those type armors where it was like that, so it probably cost double.
We'll find out here in a minute. Because once I get there, if
I'm just trying to give you good advice. Like, as soon as I got to that guy and I saw that, because dude, all he deals in is the worm's life crystals. That's the currency for him. You can't use gold. You can't use anything else. So like, once I knew that, I took every opportunity. Every time I see a dragon, I like rush to kill it. Like, I'm like, yeah, I need these crystals, my friend. Like,
well,
it's
I'm
come
gonna
at the
put
cost of
a
your life, dragon.
I'm gonna put a wake stone down on top of it. That's my goal right now. If I can actually fucking get there.
Rifts. Wait.
Not a wake stone, but one of them fucking teleporty thingies.
Port crystals.
Yeah. Because I've got one in my hand. I picked it up out of
because
Bakbatal.
who knows if he'll still be there. Like, I think they're random encounters. Like, when you encounter the drakes, like the ones just in the open world. Now, there are some that are in set spots, but a lot of them I just encounter them like in the open world. Like, bro, I've killed 2 in Vermont. Like, they came in Vermont, and I killed like 2 or 3 of them just that way.
No, I'm talking about putting a wake stone in, or a port stone, port crystal, whatever, in the place that you have to use the shardy things.
Wait, did you put a port crystal by the Sphinx?
No, I did not. Remember, I failed the mission and then just rested at the end, so this...
Oh, yeah.
I don't even have that unlocked anymore. But I know where she's at, so... Okay. So I do have to go down the hill.
I'll probably go smoke real quick to give you time to get to Dead by Daylight. I mean, if you're not, just solo queue. Ideally,
Yeah,
I don't want to, but...
I'll be there soon. I just want to get to where this thing is and then move on with my life.
What are you trying to get?
I'm just trying to get to the water world so I can put down this fucking thing here.
Oh, you're trying to get to the Worm's Life Crystal guy.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna put a wake
Dude,
stone
it's not
under
that
him and then
far.
quit.
Like, if you went the way I said, like, bro, there's only... So, there's lizards right when you get down to the shore part. There's like 3 of them. And then there's like some harpies flying around. Now, I got attacked by a griffin one day, but it's not ideal, and the griffin mainly won't land. So after like a minute or 2, he'll just fly away anyway, because it's not really a fight. Like, he just stays, like, sometimes the enemies will follow you for quite a bit, so they'll come in that cave, and then you won't be able to talk to them until you kill the shit.
Okay, I believe this is where you said it was. Alright. This one's not gonna work. I need this.
Has stricken you arisen. I shan't allow any further harm to come to you.
Who are you? I'm searching for blue crystals.
I don't care about that.
This place offers a view of the sea.
I am at. We would not escape a plunge into the water's depths.
I don't think so either.
is done, Master. Now a ferry stone can whisk us here whensoever we desire.
The Arisen comes. Is this meeting?
Okay, cool. But now I gotta get to that point. So... yeah, it costs 15 to do her armor. What's this? We'll do this one. We'll do that one first, whenever I get to it, because her magic being up that high is going to be nuts. Nuts! And then that's going to make her stronger. That's not as impressive as I thought. But that and that are... I probably need to get her a new headpiece. It just makes them lighter. That's pretty much the gist of it.
Also by the dragon's design.
So he can give you port crystals on making arrow. What?
Then I bid you farewell.
No purchases to be made today, I see.
Huh.
I just hope the shopkeep understands.
Gold is a resource best spent judiciously.
So I have been here. I just never went up to him. Well, that's interesting. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to end this stream here.
Perhaps this has no bearing on the matter, but
I have been running around in circles all morning, so I've literally been playing this game for a long time today. I just don't feel like I have it in me anymore, but I will try to stream a little bit sooner tomorrow when I get back on. So we are jumping over the Dead by Daylight. I'll probably be live streaming that sooner or later. If you want to join us over there, we will be over there, but as of right now, I'm just gonna go get on DVD for a while. Y'all have fun. Be safe out there. After I get done saving.